Hey guys, welcome to Home Cookin. I'm your host, Tamara Green, and today we are in Jason Finestone's kitchen making the most amazing Thai feast I have ever seen. Jason, thank you so much for having us today.
It's been a great pleasure, thank you.
It absolutely has, and I cannot wait to show our viewers how to make all the amazing recipes.
I'm looking forward to telling them. The three dishes that we're going to make today, first we are going to make a Chinese 5-spice lamb fresh roll with some grilled lamb and fresh vegetables. It's going to be really good. We're going to make a Ka Prow Moo, which literally translates to holy basil pork. It's minced pork with Thai holy basil leaves and Chinese long bean and chilies and garlic and scallion, and so it's great. And then the last thing that we're going to make is pad Thai. So everybody's favorite, the most quintessential of the Thai street food dishes. It's not as easy to make as you think.
Just put those in there.
Hey, my name's Jason. Today we're going to be doing a Chinese 5-spice lamb fresh roll. So what you're going to need in order to do that is, of course, some lamb, just some shoulder chops is totally fine. You're going to need Chinese 5-spice powder, garlic salt. You're going to need some white sugar, chili, ground chilies or fine dried chilies. You're going to need some palm sugar, lime, some holy basil is what we're going to use in here as well, though you could use some parsley or you could use coriander if you like that as well. So for the dipping sauce, you're just going to need some water, some fish sauce, some chilies, and some palm sugar or granulated sugar. In this, I like to add granulated sugar.
Hey, welcome to Home Cookin. Today we're in the kitchen with Jason Finestone and we are cooking up a Thai extravaganza feast, I would say.
Full extravaganza.
Oh my gosh, there's so much on the table here. I'm just excited to dive in and get cooking. So what is the first thing that we're making?
So first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Chinese 5-spice fresh roll. So fresh rolls are something that are synonymous to Thailand. You'll see them all over the place, but we're gonna do one with a little bit of a twist.
Okay, I'm excited. What is the first step we need to do?
First thing that we would do is we want to marinate your meat. So you can do it with tons of different types of meat. You can do it with chicken, you can do it with pork, you can do it with minced meats. Today we're going to do lamb.
Is there a reason we're choosing lamb for this dish?
Well, later on we're going to have some shrimp and we're going to have some pork. So wanted something different, a little bit of a different flavor profile. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what is in the marinade?
So inside the marinade we are going to use Chinese 5-spice powder. We're going to have white sugar, garlic salt. I've got some dried chilies. Here I have palm sugar, and that actually comes in these cool little pucks, you see.
Wow.
You can find them at like any Asian grocer. But yeah, so what you want to do is basically put in like about 150 milliliters of water and just boil it down, dissolve off all the hard puck, and gets out into something nice like that.
Excellent. That's pretty easy.
It's really easy, and that's actually a really important thing in Thai cooking. So a lot of people, you see in recipes all the time, sugar for Thai cuisine, but the palm sugar is actually going to give it a much better flavor.
Okay, this is very good to know. We need to get the authentic here.
Exactly. So we got that. We're going to have the juice of a whole lime, and then at the end, we're going to add we have this amazing, lovely Thai holy basil.
Can I smell this?
You may.
Wow. This is actually not as fragrant as I thought it would be, but I have a feeling the taste is incredibly...
It's different, yeah. Very different from like your common sweet, from your sweet basil.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit more spice to it.
Oh yeah, the flavor is there when you taste it.
Yeah, a little bit more herbaceous.
Okay, that all sounds great. So basically you mix everything up and then we just put it on top of our lamb.
Exactly. These are the spices, but then also we need some sauces too. So
got it.
I've got here sweet soy sauce, which is great.
And a sweet soy sauce, I think I tasted it a little bit earlier, and it has more of that molassesy sort of flavor and almost consistency to it. So where would you get something like this? Because this is a bit more unique.
So yeah, you can actually get this stuff at pretty much any Asian grocer. Go into Chinatown in Toronto and search the aisles, and it's special stuff. We have dark soy sauce as well.
Excellent.
I've got oyster sauce. This is like a good quality Thai oyster sauce.
Okay, so this is a must in Thai cooking, not
must in Thai.
normal...
Get the Thai stuff. Like if you're gonna cook Thai food, get the Thai stuff.
Right.
And this is Chinese, but if you're gonna, you know, if you're cooking one culture's cuisine, go and find the stuff that comes from there, because that's going to be the most consistent flavor profile, right?
Excellent. We have a bit of sesame oil here. I love the smell of sesame oil.
I love it too. Except it always, you find the bottle is always greasy.
I do find the bottle is always greasy.
Like every other bottle of oil, it's fine, but sesame oil, like...
It gets greasy.
I don't know why.
And then just a soy oil here.
Yeah, soybean oil. We want, like, all the oils that we'll use today we're just gonna use soybean oil. You can use rice bran oil is really good too, but something that's got a high burn point. Okay,
so there is marinated lamb in here. I'm going to do a big reveal here of taking it off, if I can properly get the Tupperware to come off. There we go. Wow, that looks phenomenal. Oh my gosh, Jason, those flavors are fantastic.
It's got some aroma to it.
Wow, that's great. Okay, so that's what makes up the marinade that's going on here. You've marinated it overnight because it just takes a little while to get the juices really infused within the meat. We're gonna put this on the grill, but before we do that, we have some veggies laying here on the cutting board.
Yeah, so we're gonna do everything julienne minus the lettuce. The lettuce we can just have laid on the bottom of the wrap, and you don't need to have the lettuce in it, but it's good. It adds a little bit more crunch to it.
All right, let's start chopping away.
Yeah, do you want a knife too?
You know what, you chop. I'm just gonna keep smelling the lamb.
Oh, you're just gonna keep smelling the lamb, okay.
So Jason, we're now at the stove making our delicious dipping sauce for those great fresh rolls. What do we need to put in this sauce?
This one's simple, so you're gonna make it actually.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get some medium heat going on the burner.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a tiny, tiny little bit of oil just so we don't burn the garlic or the chilies.
Excellent, we definitely don't wanna do that.
And then, then all we're gonna do is you're gonna dump in some of the garlic and chilies. We're gonna just get that aromatic. Then we're gonna add some fish sauce, water, and palm sugar. And just as soon as it gets to a boil, basically, start simmering, we're gonna turn the heat off and that should be good.
Excellent, so let's just put those in there.
Those starts.
Woo, look at the steam. Fish sauce here?
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce.
Sound of fish sauce.
This is the palm sugar that you had previously cooked down. We're at the grill. It's heated up nice and high, and we're about to throw these lamb shoulders on the grill.
That's right.
All right, let's do it. So these smell amazing. I can't wait to see what they're gonna smell like once we put them on. All right, grease it up.
Just a quick one.
Absolutely. I'm your sous chef here, so I will hold the platter. Wow, listen to that sizzle. Gorgeous.
Pat down too, get that good sear. Yeah, beautiful.
All right, do you think these are ready?
I think these are about ready, yeah. Should we check them out?
Let's check them out.
All right.
Wow, those look amazing. Oh my gosh. All right.
Yep.
Let's get these off the grill. We're gonna take a very short break. And when we come back, we are going to assemble everything together.
I'm into it.
Oh my gosh, this looks amazing.
My first love with Asian food is dim sum. Sunday is dim Sunday. It is not an average day of the week. It is a day for eating. You know, if some people call it the Lord's Day, well, I pray to the dumpling gods. That's my thing, it's my tradition. My family and I used to do dim sum almost every Sunday. It's something that at one point in time, I think I had, in between living in South Korea and going to travel Southeast Asia, I had 7 months where I didn't miss a Sunday if I was in town. I think it started actually when, like, with my parents. They did a lot of traveling back in the day, and introduced us to Asian food when we were young, and that dim sum thing.
Welcome back to Home Cookin'. I'm your host, Tamara Green. We are in the kitchen with Jason, and we are about to assemble our...
We're gonna do our 5-spice lamb fresh rolls.
5-spice lamb fresh rolls.
Yeah,
Long name, gonna be delicious. So now that we have all of our ingredients here, what do we need to do to assemble it together?
So you're gonna slice up that lamb that we just got off the grill. It's been resting for a little bit.
Let this rest,
and,
yes we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start slicing this up. Is this, basically we just need to wait for me to finish slicing?
Yep, so you can finish slicing. Well,
and my slices, because I know you said you wanted these thin.
Yeah, nice and thin.
Is this thin enough?
That's perfect, yeah.
Perfect, okay.
That's good, and yeah, see the reason we rest it too, because it's nice and pink, but all the juice is contained in there.
Beautiful.
Cardinal sin of meat, everybody makes this mistake when grilling, right? They take it off the grill and they want to eat it so bad. Like obviously
you
gotta
let it rest. Gotta let it rest. Okay, so I've cut up a few here. You, what are you doing over there with that rice wrap?
All right, so I'm gonna take the rice wrap, just gonna put it in some water. This is just like room temperature water. Mm-hmm. Get it a little soaked.
Yeah.
You kind of feel it once there's the checks on it. Once the checks start to get a little smooth.
That's how you know it's ready.
Then you know
so
it's good.
while we're waiting, I'm just gonna sample a little bit.
Yeah, you should. And maybe you're gonna have to put one of mine.
Okay, I can do that too. So here, ready?
Yeah.
There you go.
Gotta start natural.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Jason, that's really good.
Thank you. All right.
Wow, that's a beautiful piece of meat. Okay, so let's start assembling here.
So the next dish, we're gonna be doing a pad thai. What you're gonna need for that is some rice stick noodles soaked. You need soybean oil, shallots, preserved radish, some Thai chilies, tofu, shrimp. You're gonna want some bean sprouts and chives to throw in at the end, roasted peanuts to top it off, and if you want even some dried shrimp or dried chili powder, that's gonna go on top as well. And so for the sauce, what you're gonna need is fish sauce, dark sweet soy sauce, oyster sauce, tamarind paste, and palm sugar. Don't shake out too much for water.
So what do we need to do? Let's just get into it.
Okay, so it's pretty laborious, but the most important thing, tamarind paste.
Ah,
so
interesting.
Comes in these bricks, so you can feel it.
Yeah,
it's dense,
kind of mushy,
it's sticky.
almost like dates a little bit.
It's like if you mushed up a whole bunch of dates. Tamarinds are kind of similar, right? They come in a pod. So this has like seeds and pulp and skin and everything in it. You want to get all that out, and this is what takes a while, and it kind of sucks, and it's messy, and it's sticky.
Sometimes it needs to suck to taste delicious.
That's true. So if you're gonna do it right, this is what you're gonna do, and you're gonna take a fine strainer. You want to get the tamarind. You can boil it with some water. You can like about a cup of water for maybe one of these this size brick.
And where do you get a brick like this?
You can get that in Chinatown and in an Asian grocer. So yeah, it's not too hard to find.
Got it.
But you get that. You want to get it in some water and get it warm and dissolved as much as possible, and then you want to take it through a fine strainer, a metal strainer, and just literally scrape it. So you're scraping out all of this, like you're separating the tamarind, the paste itself, from all the pulpy matter.
Okay, then what happens?
Then you get that smooth consistency, and once you have all of that, the seeds and the pulp out, you want to season it. So the things you're seasoning it with are dark sweet soy sauce.
Right, very important to have the dark sweet soy sauce, not just traditional soy sauce.
For years I thought you just use soy sauce because I would see that in a recipe and that's what I would do. But no, you need this stuff. Okay. Again, Asian grocer, you can find a Thai brand. And you need some fish sauce.
Excellent.
And then you also need the palm sugar. So we talked about the palm sugar before. The same thing, you want to condense it down.
Right, cook it down in a pot with water, basically, until it looks like this liquid dissolved sugar.
Totally dissolved.
Okay, so it's not that it's terribly hard, it's just that there are lots of steps and it takes a while.
There's some steps. It takes a while. So it's the tamarind, then you add the soy sauce, then you add some of the palm sugar,
okay,
and then you add the fish sauce. So the characteristics of a pad thai sauce, and this is also really important when you taste it, you want to taste sweet first, because there's three components to pad thai sauce. You have sweet, you have salty, and you have sour.
Interesting.
The tamarind is the sour, the sweet comes from the soy sauce and the palm sugar, and the salt comes from the fish sauce.
Excellent.
So you want to taste sweet first, sour second, and salt finish.
All right, what are we putting in first?
Okay, so we're just gonna dump in,
everything.
We have shallots, we have chilies, we got like 10 chilies in there, full on, and we're gonna mix it up right away. Beautiful. So we wanna just get the aromas out of there, and keep mixing and making sure that the shallot's not burning.
That's great.
Beautiful.
Listen to that beautiful sizzle.
I'll take over that, and now you grab that tofu and the shrimp.
Yeah, and toss that in there?
Yeah, toss the tofu in first, and we're just gonna give it a quick cook, and then we're gonna get those shrimps going, because we don't want to overcook the shrimp.
Okay. Duh. Probably getting a bit crispy too, which is great.
Oh, well, that's good, right there.
Look at that sizzle.
And don't shake out too much of the water.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, quick. Beautiful.
This is a fast process. I'm getting a little stressed out here.
You don't worry about it. So we're gonna mix this around.
Okay. Excellent. Look at that getting all nice and coated.
So now it's getting that coating, exactly.
And then after, so the noodles are actually getting a bit more tender now and soft?
Yeah, exactly. If you were to feel it, it'd be getting a little softer.
Right. And then you need to put some work into it too, just making sure everything mixes up.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta kind of mash it in there.
Right.
And we're gonna throw a little bit more oil in.
Okay. So you're gonna just pour about 2 or so to 3 tablespoons.
Yep, exactly. And we're gonna get the oil all nice and hot.
And you're coating the pan again, so I'm curious to see what you're going to do.
We're gonna cook some egg.
Excellent.
So grab that egg now.
Okay, we've already whipped it up.
We really don't want, ideally, our pad thai to touch any of the egg, because we don't want that raw egg taste in there.
All right. So that's just gonna cook up on the side.
Exactly.
So our chives are back there with you.
So here we go, we got the egg pretty much cooked up.
All right.
Now we can...
More arm action. Swivel that around.
Boom, chive.
Mix fast?
Mix it up. Yeah, get it in there, mash it.
Mash it, all right. And then we have bean sprouts too.
Yep, bean sprouts.
Wow, this looks amazing. Okay.
And now the little secret touch is a little bit of this shrimp stock.
Yeah.
That we had before.
Beautiful. All right, let's take that and pour this into this gorgeous little bowl here. Wow. Look at that amazing pad thai.
Oop.
That's all right. This is what home cooking's about. Getting messy in the kitchen. Okay, Jason, this looks phenomenal. I can't wait to put the final touches on it. We're gonna take a quick, short break, and when we get back, we're making our last dish.
Beautiful. I will eat almost anything, certainly at least once. I'll try anything. And there's something in South Korea called sannakji. It is literally translates to live octopus, and you can go into fish markets and pick out a tiny baby octopus from a tank. They will chop it up, and you get to eat it still squirming. Little sesame oil, some soy sauce, and fresh wasabi. It's actually really delicious. It's very clean and fresh. So I tried that in South Korea a few times, and it's pretty good. And I even ate, and I don't think that's necessarily recommended or something that the everyman does, but I even ate the eyeball. But for somebody who likes spice and if you want to. So the next dish we're going to make is the Ka Prow Moo. That literally translates to fried pork with holy basil. So you're going to need some minced pork. You're going to need soybean oil, shallots, Thai chilies, garlic, some Chinese long bean, holy basil is the most important thing, fish sauce, oyster sauce, some sugar, palm sugar is the best, and a fried egg, and also some Thai jasmine rice is what it's going to go over top.
There's palm sugar that you cooked down before.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
The eating is going to be very important. So here, let's do a little.
Welcome back to Home Cookin'. We're in the kitchen with Jason making our third dish of the day. What are we making?
Okay, so now we have Ka Prow Moo, which literally means fried pork with holy basil.
Okay, and that's what we're doing. We have pork and we have holy basil.
That's right. And we have also some Chinese long bean. And we've got shallots, garlic, and chilies.
Excellent. So I assume the first step is to get that temperature going and get some oil in the pan.
Exactly. So we've got it to a medium-low sort of heat. Again, we're going to do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil.
All right, so a very similar start to the pad thai.
Yeah, less oil on this one, but we still want enough, and we're going to, again, kind of coat the pan up a little bit and get the oil nice and warm.
Beautiful garlic and chilies going in together. Cooked, but of course not burnt. Get the fragrance of the garlic and the chilies.
There we go. So why don't you dump in that pork?
Okay, I will place it into the wok here.
You place it, right?
Place it instead of dump it.
Okay, so now I've turned up the heat to high.
And you're just gonna break that up really well, making sure that it's cooked nice and evenly.
Exactly, and you'll know it's pretty easy to tell once it all is pale and some of the juices have come off it.
Yeah, that's great. And I think what's really good too is that you're actually making sure it gets around the whole wok so that all of the pork is really coated in the nice flavors from the chilies and also from the garlic and those shallots.
Mm-hmm.
That's looking really nice.
A little more? Good. All right, so that's it. Heat off.
Heat off. Into the bowl.
Let's try and be a little cleaner this time.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it was my fault, but you know.
Okay, as long as you're blaming it on yourself.
Oh yeah, of course.
There we go. Perfect. Wow, look at that steam. That is a work of art and beauty. Gorgeous. Okay. Jason, I know we're gonna pair this with some rice soon.
And a fried egg, very key.
Oh, we didn't fry the egg.
No, it's okay. This goes first, and that can sit, and then now we're gonna fry up an egg.
All right. Jason, this is my favorite part of the show. This is where we get to eat all of the food and all the hard work that we've been doing. So thank you again for showing how to make these amazing recipes. It's been such a fun day.
It's been great. Thank you.
All right, should we get started?
Please, dig in.
Wow, Jason, you truly outdid yourself today. This is some of the best Thai food I have ever eaten.
I'm not even Thai. But I got the Thais on my side.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you again so much for showing us how to make these delicious dishes and these awesome recipes.
It's been awesome. Thank you.
It absolutely has. And really, this is what home cooking is all about. It is about bringing people together and eating really good food. So we will see you next time on Home Cookin'.